With autumn sun to warm your skin and a breeze on your back, the journey to the Howling Steppes is surprisingly pleasant. You sleep better than you have in months, and as you arrive at the border, you feel almost rejuvenated. The clean air, the vastness, inhospitable as the steppes may be, there is a certain peace to them. All the more surprising then, as the wind carries a stench towards you as you close in on the Alyani village.
Here we are, the Howling Steppes.
As inviting as a crypt. Is it just me, or does it smell like undead arse here? Ugh.
You're right, it does. Come on, let's take a look around. The village is just up ahead. By the... See that? What by the Guardians was that?
I have no idea. Some kind of mutated insect. Do you see that fog over there? That must be where that stench is coming from.
This doesn't bode well if you ask me. Let's find that village.
We should move.
Try to keep up.
What's this?
Sure.
Up ahead.
So, what's the plan?
Greetings.
Leave.
We're here by royal decree. Do you really want to antagonize the crown?
Threats, huh? Just what I'd expect from an outsider.
Zoema, what's going on here?
Kayawu. Blessings. The world has blessed us with outsiders again.
You're not with the bandits, are you?
We're not bandits. We're from the Wolf Guard.
Wolfguard? I see.
Look, if you want shelter and provisions, we can set up a tent for you outside the village walls. But you cannot enter, period. Now leave.
I don't understand. Why can't we enter the village?
Because our faith demands that we avoid contact with outsiders, regardless of their intentions. Though...
Listen, we don't want to disrespect your customs, but there's a lot at stake here.
There always is.
Let them pass, Waremu.
What? But the law...
Won't help us deal with the bandits or the plague, whereas the outsiders might. Let them pass. You may restock your provisions inside. When you're done, meet me in the eastern part of the village.
Stubborn boy. Fair enough, outsiders, you may enter. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Make it good.
That way?
Of course.
Interesting.
Lead on then.
An outsider? Oh, what blessings. Please, stay a while. Let us trade.
What do you have to trade?
Knowledge. Answers for answers. It is a rare opportunity to learn about the outside world. Come, ask me anything.
I'll be going.
Ah, all right. Blessings to you then.
Armors and shields, everything from copper daggers to moonsilver swords. Come again. May Tiara bless your path. You got it.
What do we have here?
Want to trade? Good choice. You're
What's
an
this?
adventurer, aren't you? Come, take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest. Pleasure doing business with you.
right?
You have to let this go, Takana. She's with the ancestors now.
I know, but she's still out there. She deserves better.
But there's nothing that can be done. You know that.
Interesting.
Are you alright?
You're that outsider, aren't you? Just keep walking, please.
Wait, Takana, wouldn't they be able to help? You look as though you can defend yourself, outsider.
Suppose I can. What do you need help with?
My wife, Ihina, she went out to gather food a week ago. I told her to stay away from that bandit camp. But she insisted that's the only place you could still find berries. The bandits, they killed her.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I told her not to go. Sheog gets mercy. She deserves better than to rot on the steppes.
You didn't bury her?
We never found her body. After our last search, the chieftain forbade us from continuing. Said it was too dangerous.
Well, he also said it's time to let go, you know?
And who are you?
The name's Rita. I'm Ihina's sister. Please, outsider, tell my brother here that he needs to move on.
If you never found her body, how do you know she was killed by the bandits?
There were signs of a struggle and blood all over her campsite. There's no animal on the steppes that could do such a thing.
So you found where she was killed, but there wasn't a body?
No, she wasn't there. Maybe the bandits wanted to cover up their crime, or...
Now look what you've done, outsider.
Sorry. I'm not restricted by your chieftain's decree. I could search for her body.
You would do that? An outsider?
I have business in the valley anyway. I can keep an eye out.
Oh, ancestors bless you. You have no idea how much that means to me. Start with her campsite. It's near the bandit camp. We were in a rush when we found it, so maybe we missed something.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Keep it up.
Ah, I was hoping you would stop by.
You were?
Why, yes. We have not allowed outsiders into the village for nearly 40 years. As such, your actions here will be recounted in our stories. And since it's my honor to carry these stories, I was hoping to speak with you.
You mentioned the last time outsiders were allowed into the village was 40 years ago. What happened?
Yes. Many in the village chose not to remember, but I carry that story with me. A fierce storm had swept over the steppes. The howling winds and lashing rains kept the children awake for nights on end. On one of those nights, 3 outsiders appeared at the village gates. Traders, they claimed, who had been caught in the storm. One of them was gravely ill. Mayawa called them rotten and began to close the gates, until his mother, the chieftain, stopped him.
What happened next?
The outsiders were allowed to rest and recover in the village. Many of the people were uneasy, but they trusted the chieftain's decision. As soon as the storm cleared and the outsiders were well again, we sent them on their way. We never saw them again.
That's it? You nursed them back to health and then sent them away?
Perhaps you mistake kindness for friendship. Our chieftain bore no love for outsiders either, but she did respect our teachings. It was she who told them never to return.
Ah, I see. Thanks for the story.
Of course.
I have to go now.
As you wish. Listen for the storm.
Sure.
Leave here, outsider. No good will come from you poking around.
Look, I'm not here to cause any trouble.
Aren't you now? Well, what do you want then?
I'll leave you alone then.
One can only hope.
What do we have here?
Outsider, you found me. First of all, I hope you didn't take Zawema's distrust personally. It's just, well, we Alyani can be quite rigid when it comes to our traditions.
I noticed that. The name's General Arif, by the way. So, from what I gathered, your village is in some kind of trouble and you can use our help. Is that right?
Most of my people would disagree, but yes, I think we do. I assume you also didn't come here without a reason, did you?
You assume right. We need information about the god you worship.
Sheogdet? Ancestors, that's strange.
How so?
Well, it's a peculiar coincidence. But I think we should save the discussions for later. Let me be brief. Our village is in trouble, and that plague you probably saw on your way here is only part of it. About 2 weeks ago, a group of bandits appeared and took over most of the valley. They've effectively cut us off from our hunting grounds, and slowly but surely, we're running out of food. Now, our chieftain went to negotiate with the bandits, hoping that they could come to some kind of agreement. Even the wise women told him that it's too dangerous, but he wouldn't listen. It's been over 2 hours since he left.
You want to make sure he's all right.
Exactly. I may be mistaken, but you look as though you can handle yourself in a fight.
What on Io is a group of bandits doing all the way out here?
We're asking ourselves the same thing. Then again, they don't look like ordinary bandits. They are well armed and have members from all races.
Huh. Odd. When you say the plague, I assume you mean those beetles and the fog.
And the fungi that are the root of the problem, yes. But, as I said, I'll explain later.
Fine. Where did your chieftain meet with these bandits?
West of the village. Come, I'll show you.
Yes?
Really?
You there, outsider. There you are. Blessings of the ancestors, outsider.
Likewise. What do you need?
Well, I heard about your arrival on the steppes. You have workers, don't you? Craftsmen?
Yeah.
Good. I am Kau, the village architect. And I have a favor to ask of you. We are dangerously low on iron, but with everything going on, we don't have the means or the strength to collect more. And without iron, I can't keep the village from falling into disrepair.
And then your people will have even more problems on their hands.
Exactly. If your men could help us out, I'll give you something that could be of use to you.
When you say something of use, what exactly are you offering?
Something my daughter found in an old human outpost outside. Schematics that you might have use for.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
That's all I can ask. Thank you.
At once.
What the?
Get out of the fog, outsider! It's poisonous!
Someone has to say it, Iria. That you're actually an old lady is somewhat weird.
I'm 42. Some elves would hardly consider me an adult.
Old enough to be my mother. When I'm your age, I'll probably be all grey and have a lady beard.
Dwarven women get late.
Change the subject.
This is it.
I'll catch up.
So it's true. Age doesn't just rot your old joints, but also your brains. I told you, old man, we're staying.
There has to be some way we can see eye to eye. My people are starving, and...
I heard you the first time. Now I suggest you take your cane and hobble back to your village. Unless you want a reminder, huh?
You cannot.
Now look at those weapons. So you sheep have some fight in you after all, don't you?
Careful, General. Those are purity robes. They must be fugitives.
Right.
Look, sir, we mean you no harm. You should put down that weapon.
Oh, the way that soldier is looking at me says something else. Well, here to incarcerate us, aren't you? Well, tough luck. We're not coming with you.
What do you want from these people?
From them? Huh. Just to mind their own business.
We cannot mind our own business if you keep us from our hunting grounds. My people are starving.
Isn't that unfortunate?
Are you with the Purity of Light? You're wearing their robes.
Well observed. Yes, we used to be, but that was before the god our leader prayed to turned out to be rotten. Oh, terribly tragic and all, but, well, what can you do? We know better now.
That soldier is with the crown, so unless you want grave trouble, you will tell us what you want from the Alyani.
Huh, really? You think you can flash that badge and get all high and mighty with us? Boys, I think this one needs a lesson. Get him!
What do you need? More heretics. Take him down.
They're a fool to challenge us.
So it continues.
Interesting.
Did you bring them here, son?
Hold on. He's your son?
He is.
Huh. All right. Well, Kaiawu said you could give us information about the deity you worship. The God of Light.
Then he overstepped his bounds. There is nothing, I will tell you.
Ancestors, father. At least hear them out. They just saved your life.
Which might not have been necessary if you hadn't shown up. But, fine. Speak. So, you came here because you think we know how to kill the God of Light.
Actually, any information would help. We know nothing about it except that it apparently wants to re-enter our world.
In that case, you're best advised to leave it at that. Once Jakku has begun, there is no stopping it.
Jakku?
The Alyani prophecy of the end. The eon-old pattern ensuring that one day, Sheol-Dead will devour us all.
Wrong. The Howling Steppes are Nortandian territory, and we are acting under the orders of the Queen. You will tell us what you know.
Or what? You'll kill us? Like you killed those bandits? Go ahead then, do it. It's just what I'd expect from an outsider. And the soil shall breathe rot, soaked in poison and blood. The scrolls, verse 2. Jakku has begun, and this plague is just one of its many omens. So regardless of what I tell you, the fate of this world is sealed already. Just go. Turn around, spend time with your loved ones. Enjoy what little time you have left.
Look, Father, I don't think you're seeing the full picture. Yes, maybe Jakku is inevitable, but what about our people? If we don't find food soon, people will start dying, and the fugitives still control the parts of the valley the plague hasn't poisoned yet. If the answers we give these outsiders won't change anything anyway, why not let them help us? For the sake of our tribe.
As persuasive as your mother. Fine. Outsider, are these troops of yours that you mentioned large enough to match the fugitives?
They will be if we fight smart. So that's the deal? We handle the purity in return for information?
The bandits and the plague. You deal with both, and we give you your answers.
Son, what?
I don't know, Kaiawu. My division can deal with the purity, but I don't see how we can help with the fog.
You can destroy its source. The fungi.
Fungi?
Yes. They are what's causing this. The first of them appeared some weeks ago, and wherever they grow, they rot the soil and produce this fog. We think it's their spores. The beetles came around the same time, so they probably live in some kind of symbiotic relationship. Now, if someone were to destroy the fungi, maybe the fog would...
disappear.
Yes, and we know how well this worked out for Ukwe and Zama, don't we? Those fugitives are one thing, the plague is another. It's part of Jakku, and it can't be stopped.
Why are you so resigned? Maybe your son is right and the plague can be fought back.
Spoken like a true outsider. Offended by the notion that sometimes there are forces at work which are beyond your understanding. Please, I don't think there's any point in me trying to explain our ways to you. We are simply too different.
All right. We can try destroying the fungi, but we'll need a way to get past the fog.
Then you'll have to search for it. Maybe driving the fugitives out of the valley will give options we didn't have.
That's a big maybe.
I know, but I'm afraid it's all I have to offer.
Fair enough. So we have a deal, chieftain. We handle the fugitives and the plague and you give us information?
Seems like my son has made the decision for me. Fine. If you have to fail to see futility, then so be it. Let us talk about those fugitives. According to our scouts, they have 4 commanders. One of them, a man named Cedric, being their leader. Apart from him, each commander is in charge of one of their camps. You should find him there. Cedric himself, on the other hand, moves around a lot, probably to ascertain everything in the camp is going to his liking. Always be on the lookout. Well, and that is all I can tell you. I wager that if you tear down their main encampment, the rest will flee. Good luck, General Aref.
Beetle plague, bandits, prophecy. It can never be easy, can it? What now, General?
Let's get our outpost into solid shape first. I'm sure it won't be long before those bandits come looking for their negotiator.
This will be a masterpiece.
Yes?
Well then. Where to?
Building completed.
That should work.
Building completed.
What do you want?
So much to do, so little time. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
Won't take a second. Alright then, let's get to it.
Building completed. Building completed.
Will only take a second.
We need to gather more wood, Commander.
Well then.
I'm here.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time. That should work. This will be a masterpiece.
What's this?
You know the way, right?
All right, here goes nothing. All right, give me a second.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
You were saying?
We're being attacked! Building completed.
What do we have
I
here?
won't repeat myself.
Hand over your provisions.
Ancestors! You already took everything we have!
You want to know what I think?
We should move.
Interesting.
You killed them!
I'm sorry. Next time I'll file a formal complaint.
You're right. You should probably be grateful. Who are you?
Chieftain Mayawa sent me. I'm here to deal with the plague and the bandits. Will you be all right?
Ancestors willing, we might be. Before you go, here, take this. It's not much, but it's the least I can do. I don't know what else to say, outsider. It's obvious that there will be bloodshed. I just hope there won't be much.
We need to gather more wood, Commander.
So much to do, so little time.
Out of the way.
No one lives
Here we go.
Yes?
Strategic. I like it.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders. We need to gather more wood, Commander. We need to gather more wood, Commander.
It'll only take a second. All right, Dan, let's get to it.
What do you need?
What's this? Yes?
Just give the word.
Yes.
Oh, crump. Get ready for the eyes.
What do we have here? This looks like the campsite Take-On I mentioned.
No sign of a body. A campfire, though. It looks like someone was here recently.
Yeah. The embers haven't gone cold. Maybe they'll be back later. We can deal with those bandits in the meantime. They might know more.
completed.
This way.
Of course.
Keep it up.
Aye, that should work.
Building completed. We need to gather more wood, Commander. Building completed. Our smiths need more iron.
Yes. Fair enough. Let's
Building
do this.
completed.
It must be done. Move in.
Aye.
Take them out!
Let's do this.
One step closer to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
Interesting.
Won't take a second. So much to do, so little. Aye, that should work. Well then. This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do, so little time. It'll only take a second.
What do you need?
So, what's the plan?
Try to keep up. Really?
Sounds like a plan. At once.
Well then.
Our smiths need more iron.
All right, then, let's get to it.
We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
Will only take a second.
Building completed. Our smiths need more iron.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Yes?
The arrows are knocked.
Building completed.
Well then. So much to do, so little time. That should work. This will be a masterpiece. All right, then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
We should move.
Come out.
job.
Waiting your orders.
Let's get to work. Will only take a second. This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time. That should work. All right then, let's get to it.
Our smiths need more iron. We're being attacked!
Make it good.
You know the way, right?
Lead on then.
Our workers are under attack.
Let's be quick!
Consider it done.
Take them out! To the grave!
All right, here goes nothing.
Attack!
Go for the eyes!
Presence here will not go unnoticed.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Commander?
What is it?
This ends now. Just give the word.
This is it.
Will only take a second.
We're being attacked!
Of course.
Building completed.
I'm listening.
We can take them.
were saying?
Just give the word.
Take them out!
Stay close.
Only take a second. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Our smiths need more iron.
Yes?
This will be
We stand ready.
Sure.
You got it. Here we go.
Building completed.
What do you need?
Did you say something?
All right, here goes nothing.
Move in.
So it must be.
Let's do this. Take
Get
them
ready.
out.
We're being attacked!
At your command.
What do you want?
Let's be quick!
Nowhere to run now.
One step closer to victory.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
Hi.
Tiara's blessings.
Yes?
Feeling up for adventure.
What is it? What's this?
We're being attacked! Building completed.
Make it good.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
We should move.
Yes. Yes. Heading out.
All right, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
This will be a...
Just give the word. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Building completed.
Let's do this.
Building completed.
To the grave.
Lead on, then.
Go for the eyes.
Pathetic. This ends now.
What do you need? It must be done.
We're being attacked!
No one lives forever.
Let's do this.
That's it.
Aye. Though there was some kind of fortified area farther up north. We should make sure there's no one there to surprise us.
Right. I saw that too. Let's take a look.
That way?
What do we have here?
Hi. Ugh, crump. Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
What do you need? So, what's the plan? We should move.
Yield! For fuck's sake! I yield! Blazers, we're not those lunatics!
Really? Because you happen to be in their fortress.
Because they forced us to! Look, I know how it sounds, but those bandits, the Purity, they were fucking insane. We have no idea what we were in for when we signed that contract.
You're mercenaries.
From Wolfgar, yeah. When that Tahar started kicking the Purity's butt, they reached out to us and hired us, and our beasts, to defend them.
Beasts?
Yes, we're beast tamers. Whatever the creature, I can get it, tame it, and train it for battle. Wolfgar griffins, Loranian scarabai, Empyrean falcons, you name it. Obviously, it didn't take us long to realize that we were fighting on the wrong side. Torture camps, iron masks, impalements. No matter the pay, there's a line you don't cross. Problem was, that nutjob who led our division, Cedric, he just wouldn't let us go. Even after the fucking wars were over, he threatened to impale us too if we ever thought about turning heel. And now we're here, in this godforsaken wasteland.
So, you want us to spare you?
Yes. Now that Cedric and the other lunatics are dead, we can finally call it quits. Please, I know this might sound like I'm trying to talk my way out, but it's the truth. We didn't want this.
Wait. You said you tame griffins.
Among other creatures, yes. But we even have some with us.
Then this might be just what we need to destroy those fungi, General. The fog couldn't harm them.
Fungi? Oh, you're planning to take care of that plague. Yes, absolutely, we could help with that. And in return, you let us go.
If you and those ex-Purity came here to hide from the crown, what was your leader's plan for the Alyani? To starve them out?
He's not my leader, but yeah, that's what he wanted. He didn't even have to raid the village. If we just waited a little, the problem would take care of itself. I mean, they're strange folk anyway. I mean, you would have thought they'd have tried to take back the valley by force, but no. They just sit there, enduring the hunger.
How sure are you your griffins can destroy the fungi?
Pretty sure. Well, you'll have to protect them from the beetles while they're at it, but what your friend said is true. They're too high up in the air for the fog to harm them.
If we let you go, what will you do? Work for another paramilitary cult?
What? No. No, I'm done with that kind of life. When I started, I thought it'd be all a big adventure, but it was nonsense. It's blood and wars and suffering. We were no better than your average cutthroat. Once I'm back in Wolfgar, I'll pay out my men and probably go look for some rich noble interested in starting his own collection of exotic animals. That is, if you let us go.
Fine. We have a deal. But don't even think about crossing us.
Count on it. Thanks, friend. That really means something. Come, I'll show you the beasts. Here we go. There, boy. These are friends. All right. Let's see where we're at, shall we? I guess you know already that it's not the beetles causing the fog, but those fungi. They corrupt whatever they grow on. Which means, who would have thought, that you have to destroy all the fungi on a patch of land to clear it from fog and rot. The beetles feed off the shroom's spores, so they'll protect them like their own eggs. However, going on a mushroom purge alone won't do the trick. One of my scouts found out that they're all connected to a kind of a mother shroom in the east. As long as that fat, nasty old lady keeps breathing her spores, the fungi in the areas you clear will simply pop right back up after a while. In other words, clear the sector where Mama Fungus grows, build an outpost, and have your workers shredded to pieces. And presto, fog, beetles, and fungi go back to the dank place they came from. It won't be easy, though, as you can expect the beetles to defend their symbionts. You need to make sure they don't get the better of whatever flying unit you send to destroy the shrooms.
Griffins, purity, fungal fog. Not what I'd have expected from this mission.
I agree. But you shouldn't have pardoned them. You're legitimizing their crimes this way. Also, how do you know this man's regret is sincere?
I'm standing right here, you know.
I can see that.
Well, I've made my decision. Let's see what those flying creatures can do. The sooner we get rid of the fungi, the sooner we can get our answers.
Yes?
Take a second. That should work. So much to do, so little time. Well then. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Just give the word.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology. Building completed.
All right, then, let's get to it. So much to do, so little time. It will only take a second. Well then.
You were saying?
This will be a masterpiece. So much to do, so little time. Well then.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Aye, that should work. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
We're being attacked!
So, what's the plan?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
We should move.
We lost the sector, Commander.
What do you need?
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Go ahead.
We're being attacked!
What do you need?
I could use some healing!
We're being attacked!
We can take them.
We're being attacked!
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
We're being attacked!
What do you need?
What do you want?
We're being attacked! The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Chop chop, man. Let's... This will be a mess. So much to do, so little time. That should work.
Building completed. Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
Well then.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
All right then, let's get to it. Will only take a second. So much to do, so little time. This will be a masterpiece. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
You were saying?
Out of the way.
I'll catch up.
Interesting. What's this?
Ancestors' blessings, outsider.
We managed to find some ore for you. Our workers will have it delivered by sundown.
You do? That's great. Wait, let me go get those scrolls for you. Here you go. What do you think? Can you make use of this?
Definitely. Many thanks.
I have to thank you. Ancestors' blessings.
This way.
You got it.
At once. Ugh, cramp.
Yes.
Yes.
That should work. So much to do, so little time.
We should move.
What do we have here?
Sure. Uh-huh. Strategic. I like it.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
This is it.
I think that's it.
So it seems. What a fight. Let's go back to the village and tell the chieftain we held our end of the bargain.
Agreed.
Bandits!
saying?
There's bound to be more!
Yes?
Make it good.
Tell me, right, if there's one thing you could change about the world, what would it be?
Less pointless philosophical discussions.
Deflecting the question.
What do you want me to say? Free cake for everyone? It's a purely theoretical question. Even if you could effect actual change, it would never affect the world as a whole. It just doesn't work that way. Really?
Looks like whoever was camping here has returned.
I don't like the looks of this. Why would someone be out here alone?
No idea. Let's go find out.
Another outsider. What are you doing out here?
I was actually gonna ask you the same thing. I'm General Arev of the Northander Army. Who are you?
Ah, you're the one who cleared out the bandits. My name's Raita. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should be heading back.
Funny. We met a Raita back in the village. You're not her.
Well, you must be mistaken. Our names must sound similar to outsider ears.
Give it up. You seem pretty alive and well for someone who was murdered by bandits, Ehina.
Fine. Yes. My name is Ehina. How do you even know about me anyway?
I spoke to your husband. He's pretty devastated from losing you.
Oh, Takana. I hoped his grief would be short.
Why did you run away?
It's not what you think. I love my husband. But more than that, I can't say.
All I'm trying to do is help your husband find closure. He'd want to know why you left.
Not if he knew the truth. But okay, I'll tell you. Maybe you'll understand why it had to be this way.
I'm listening.
Between the plague and the bandits, my people were starving. The chieftain, ancestors guide him, insisted there was nothing we could do. I knew if I could convince the bandits to leave, we would have access to our food supply again.
Convince them how?
By poisoning them. Contaminating their food. If they believed the plague had tainted everything, they would move on.
That was risky. If they caught you, they might have taken revenge against your village.
I know. But what other choice was there? The Alyani would never force them out. Nor could we if we tried. It was the only thing I could think of. There was a smaller group of them out on patrol. I hid in the bushes and watched as they ate the berries I poisoned. I thought it was just enough to make them sick. Sheokted's mercy. I was wrong. I watched as their eyes bulged and their throats swelled shut. They were in so much agony before they finally died. I couldn't go through with the rest after that.
Well, I dealt with the bandits. You could go home.
No. I broke my people's law. I deserve exile.
No one has to know what you've done.
You're telling me to live a lie? I knew when I set out to do this that there was no going back. I just wanted to help, but I messed it up. That doesn't mean I don't have to pay for it.
You're living a lie either way. At least if you go back, the people who care about you still have you in their lives.
I guess. I never thought about it that way. Ancestors. What have I done? Okay, I'll go back. How am I supposed to explain my disappearance?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Just let me gather my things then. Listen for the storm outside there.
Yes.
What is it?
Stay close.
What do you want?
What's this?
Outsider! Ihina told me how you saved her from the bandits. I can't thank you enough.
No need to thank me. I'm just glad she made it back to you.
Thank you for this chance, outsider.
Yes, we will always be grateful. Ancestors, guide your path.
Over here.
You're back. Does that mean...
Yes, we ended the plague.
I knew it. I knew it would work.
That's interesting, but ultimately irrelevant.
What do you mean? If they stop the plague, doesn't it mean they can stop Jakku too?
It only means that they quelled a symptom. And who knows, maybe ending the plague is also part of the pattern. Either way, you honored your word. So, we will honor ours. Come.
What do you need?
Let us begin with a question. What do you know about Sheogdead already? The one you call the God of Light.
It's an entity from another reality that wants to re-enter our world. Probably to devour it, like it tried to last time.
One statement, three misconceptions. First of all, Sheogdead does not come from another dimension. It comes from the place where all dimensions converge, a place between dream and reality, the City of Light. Second, while it's true its arrival will put an end to all living beings, existence will arise anew. Sheogdead destroys to allow for creation. It clears to make room for the new. And finally, Sheogdead does not want. It has no will because it is a consequence, a law of nature, and this law is Jakku.
A consequence? So you mean Jakku and the God of Light are responses to something that's happening on Io?
They are responses to our vices. Every time we choose selfishness over altruism, violence over peace, vice over virtue, we bring this world one step closer to Jakku.
Which has now begun.
Oh, it began 2 years ago when that madman Rondar Lacane tried to let Sheogdead into our world. The Scrolls verse 1. 4 corrupted it will choose, and they shall not rest until the gate has been opened.
You're saying Rondar Lacane was part of Jakku too?
One of its most telltale expressions, yes. The corrupted. Once Jakku begins, Sheogdead chooses 4 of them. 4 servants of its cause. They can be anyone. And the way in which they serve Sheogdead is not always as obvious as it was with Lacane. What they have in common, however, is that they all play pivotal roles in the prophecy, and it's always one who ends it.
By bringing the God of Light into our world.
Correct. And once it has begun, chaos follows. Wars, suffering, plagues. Jakku is the storm mankind created, the corrupted guide. And that brings Sheogdead, the end of humankind.
And you're saying this prophecy can't be stopped?
Correct. It can't. Jakku is born within our hearts. It's a storm of mankind's own creation. We could have stopped the storm when it was still forming, but we didn't. Now, we have to live with the consequences.
I don't buy it. Assuming that all this is true, there has to be a way to stop this.
Can you stop the lightning once it has thundered? I told you. Jakku is a consequence, and we had our chance to stop it.
Hold on. If only the corrupted can finish the prophecy, wouldn't stopping them do the trick? Rondar Lacane is dead, right? He's done corrupting.
You just don't understand. Yes, Rondar Lacane is dead, but that changes nothing. If Jakku permitted Lacane to die, then it was because his death was necessary for Jakku to be fulfilled. Another corrupted will do the final deed, and this one you cannot stop, even if you try.
Better to try than to accept defeat.
Son?
I said, better to try than to accept defeat. Yes, Father, maybe the scrolls are right. Maybe Jakku cannot be stopped once it has started. But they are just paper.
They are the truth.
So you say. And that's why when something happens that doesn't fit into them, such as the outsiders stopping the plague or a corrupted dying, you bend logic so it conforms with the writings. Ancestors' mercy. Even if it's pointless, why don't we at least try? All we Alyani ever do is sit around with our sad faces and let things happen.
Yes, and if the outsiders would do the same rather than hate, steal, murder, and wage wars all their lives, Jakku would never have happened.
Well, it did. And I'm not going to sit around and watch the world end. General, let me join you. Your friend is right. I think tracking down and stopping the corrupted is our best chance. And I can help you.
Don't your people reject violence? We've already had to shed blood on our mission, and I doubt it will be for the last time.
We reject violence, except for survival and self-defense. I will never harm someone unless he harms us first. But I'm ready to do what must be done for our survival.
Words of an outsider.
Using your spear when there's a lion charging at you does not make you rotten. You more than anyone should know that. Also, General Erev doesn't look like the kind of man who'd use violence if it wasn't necessary.
Fair enough. If this is what you want, come with us. But you'll follow my orders.
I will. I'm sorry, Father.
Just don't lose yourself out there.
I will, Father. I promise. Allow me to gather my things, General. I will meet you at the pass.
Yes.
Let's tell the soldiers we're done here. I want to leave before nightfall.
We should also have a chat with that mercenary. Those flying creatures were quite useful, so it'd be wise to have him stick around.
Good point.
This way.
All right. Time to report to Her Majesty.
Out of the way.
And that's it. My people believe that once Jakku has been set into motion, nothing can be done to stop it. I intend to prove them wrong.
That is commendable. So, according to your father, Sheogded has chosen 4 corrupted to lead it into the world. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he, the Alyani, that is, believe that even stopping these corrupted cannot stop the prophecy from coming true.
Yes. You cannot stop the lightning when you hear the thunder.
I don't understand. If only a corrupted can open the gate, why wouldn't neutralizing all of them stop the prophecy?
It's hard to understand if you're not Alyani. I may be wrong, but it seems to me that you outsiders believe strongly in the idea of changing one's fate through actions. We Alyani believe that us Shaperkin are ultimately powerless. We're subject to patterns, forces beyond our understanding. Love, disease, birth, death. We have no control over these things. And the most dominant of those patterns is Jakku. Trying to resist Jakku is like trying to resist death. You can struggle and struggle, but ultimately you're subject to its nature. So the best you can do is to accept it.
What an inspirational way to view the world.
As I said, I intend to prove them wrong. You Northandians have proven twice that the omens of Jakku can be broken. You defeated Lacane and stopped the plague. In my opinion, that's also our best chance. We need to identify the remaining 3 corrupted and neutralize them. Make sure they can't serve Sheogded any longer.
And how do we identify them?
If I may, we already know one of them, don't we? The leader of those rogue dark elves, the woman with the mask.
Well, there's no way to be sure, but after what you've told me, yes, very likely so.
We will assume she is one of them for the time being. That leaves us with 2 more to find, and 3 more to neutralize. Very well. This is more than I had hoped for.
So, we need to look for other cults that worship Sheogded.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. A corrupted might not even know he or she serves Sheogded's purpose. With that masked woman and Rondar Lacane, it was obvious. It might not be for the other 2.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that, according to the scrolls, some corrupted don't even know they are. And that the ways in which they serve Jakku are diverse. Wars, famines, maybe even something as simple as being at the right place at the right time. It's an enigma.
That doesn't make it any easier. Even if all this about Jakku and Corrupted is true, how are we gonna find the other 2? Kaiawu said it himself. Even with the masked woman, we can't be certain.
And therein lies the problem.
Actually, I might know a way, but I need to give it some thought first.
Do that. I will think on the matter too. In the meantime, there is still work to be done before we can restore the mosaic. Let me know once you've looked into all the trails.
Fair enough. Let's see if Wraith managed to get in touch with the Black Company's leader yet.